In this video, I will be explaining you how we can execute a servlet or a JSP in Eclipse environment by using the server called as your Tomcat. So first of all, I started my Eclipse. So as we all know that Eclipse is an integrated development environment where we can execute all the applications at one window. So first of all, for the sake of a servlet or a JSP application, we will be starting a new project where I go to File, I'll choose New. From there, I will be choosing your dynamic web project, where we are going to give the name to the project. So in this case, my name is, the name is something like SSS, and then we are going to click Finish. So by this operation, we are able to create a project, and we call that project as a web dynamic project. Now I would like to add a servlet to this project. So I go to the project on my project explorer. I right click on it. I'll be having an option called New. From there, I can find a servlet. I'll be choosing the servlet, and I give some name to the servlet in the place of for my class name. So I give the name as first, and I say finish. So what my Eclipse environment will do is, my environment is going to create a servlet for us. And if I open the file and if I see the file, I can see some red marks there. HTTP servlet, it is under red line. It means we call it as an error. And if I open the importing statements also, we can also see all the red lines. It means we have some error at that line. So for taking out those errors from your Eclipse environment, what we are going to do is we are going to set your class path to your web development project. So I go to SSS project, I right click on it, where we are going to see the properties option, where we are going to choose this option, where we are going to find an option called a Java build path, and we are going to choose your module path. And if I choose that one, automatically external JAS add can be viewed, and we can choose that option. And we are going to set my class path to servlet-api.jar file. So it is there here. Now I say open, and I say apply, and then I say apply and close. So with these statements, if I do those operations on my servlet, it means to your project, your Tomcat class path has been set. And if that particular environment variable is set, we don't have any errors in your servlet program. Now I go down there where we are going to find the statement called response.getWriter and all. I'll take out that statement, and we'll keep our own statement down here. So I'll be having my statement called print writer, and I use a variable called as out, and I say response.getWriter, by which we are going to establish the connection by using a stream class. And still, if I can see that line, I find an error there because your integrated environment is underlining that word with your headline. So we need to import an associated package for it. So I will be importing the statement called java.io. So I will be having an option, I will be having a suggestion here to import java.io.star. So I imported that particular statement, and if I import that package, we don't find any error there. Okay, all right. Now I'll be saying now a response dot, and we are going to call this method. We are going to call this method, and with the help of this method, what we are going to say to my servlet is, whatever the content which we are going to send from the servlet to the client will be of the format called as your text format or It can be in the form of HTML also. So now we are going to specify the type of the data which can be sent from the servlet to the client. And now we are going to have an output statement called out.print, which is an output statement in your servlet. Then I write here, hello world. Right now, I save my document by saying Control S. Now I want to execute this servlet now. So for executing the servlet, we need to take the help of a server. So we have the Tomcat server on my C drive, and we need to activate the Tomcat server. So unless I activate my Tomcat server, I cannot execute my servlet on the Tomcat. So what I do here is, now just if I observe here, I go down there, where in my console window, I can find no servers are available. Click this link to create a new server. So what I do is I just go there, click that line. If I click that line, I find all the versions. See, if I go down there, see, I can find all the names, all the company names who have designed their own web server, but according to our syllabus, we are having only Tomcat, which is there in the Apache. So I choose Apache, and the version which is there on my computer is 9.0. So I choose 9.0 and I say next. And then after saying this next, I will be finding the name of the project which is designed by you. So I will be choosing that project. And whenever I choose that project, there is a possibility of having an error saying that project facet Java version 16 is not supported. It means that your Java environment is not supporting your Tomcat to execute your application. Then what we need to do? A very simple step we are going to do. We are going to say finish. Okay. Now I go to your project SSS. Right click on it. There we are going to find your properties. I'll go to properties. Now here I find an option called as project facets. Now if you can observe this one, I have an option called as your project facets. I just click on that option. If I click on that option, I'll be having setting Java build. We are going to say apply. If I say apply, then we are going to have a window in this way where I find Java and the version of your Java is 16. But on my computer, I have the version of only Java 8. So what I do here is I choose that version which is there on my computer. I choose that option and I say apply and I say close. Now we are going to close my window there. Now what I do now, if I set that word or if I set that option, automatically my server has been installed here. Now, if you can see here now, I'll be having Tomcat version 9.0 server at localhost has stopped. Now I want to execute your servlet now. So for executing a servlet, I go to your Java file. I right click on it, where we are going to find an option called as a run as, and then I will be choosing run on server. I will be choosing run on server. I'll be this sort of window here, and I say next. I can choose this project here, and then I say finish. Now with this step, we are going to execute your program. But again, I find an error saying that starting Tomcat version 9.0 server at localhost has encountered a problem. The server cannot be started because one or more of its ports are invalid. Open the server editor and correct the invalid ports. It will be the information for you if you start your Tomcat without doing any changes to your Tomcat server. So for doing some changes on the server, what we are going to do is you are going to say, okay. Now what we are going to do is Very simple step we are going to do there. I go to this icon. So along with your Tomcat version 9.0, we are going to have an icon of your server. So we double click on it. And if I double click on that icon is going to open a window for you where I can find the options in this way. So Tomcat admin port, where we find hyphen, and basically it should not be hyphen, it should be equal to 1. So we are going to change that one, and then we are going to click on the window. And if I click on the window, if I click on this window, now I'll save the content, and we are going to save the content by exiting that window. And for exiting the window, just I go there, I click here, and it will be asking you whether to save it or not. So we are going to save that option there. Right. Now again, I do the same operation to execute my servlet. I go to my Java code, I right click on it, and I say run as on the server. And I say next, and I say finish. Now your Tomcat has been activated now. Now your Tomcat is going to execute your server. Now we'll see what will be the output of your program here. So it will take some time to execute, but it will execute. Because it is the first time, it will take some time to execute your servlet code on your Tomcat window. Yeah, now you can see the output, right? Now you can see the output called as hello world. Now what I do is I do some changes dynamically in my servlet. I go to my servlet code and I add some information here. Hello world, SR University. I save my content. Yeah, now I'm saving the content. I am doing some changes to my servlet, and I go to my web browser and I just refresh my code. See here, it means whatever the content which is there on your web page or on the servlet can be dynamically updated with your Tomcat if you are going to generate a servlet in your Eclipse. That's the advantage we have if I execute your servlet on my Tomcat on your Eclipse.